Okay, so welcome to my very not aesthetic vlog, because this is me vlogging in my car. So, yeah, I wanted to do like a quick vlog and stuff about like the projects and stuff that I am working on. And for the first order of business, I wanted to talk about the Four Corners copies that I am coming out with via Ingram, Ingram Spark. So, unfortunately, I do not have hands-free filming for this. You're just gonna have to deal with the moving camera. This is the original copy that I made back in, I want to say, oh god, I think I made this happening in like 2019. I think I printed these were from Mixam, and this was like a matte cover. This was, I believe, 6.25 by 8 by 8, I think? Yeah, 8 by 6.25. I wanted to show the quality. I absolutely love Mixam. I always like to tell people about Mixam when they are looking for printers. I find their quality really amazing. And as you can see, the color is very crisp, very white. The paper is sort of like a matte, like a smooth matte. It's pretty thick. It's a really, really good quality. But I paid like $10 per book because I think I did a 50 book order run. So that is the Mixam. And I have been working on for a few months now. I've been working on the Ingram, working on making the copies of the first volume on Ingram. As you can see, the first problem that I did when I ordered the first proof was that I didn't have volume 1 on the side. The spine was a little bit off. Is this the one that the spine was off? No, actually no, this was the first one. The spine was off for this one. Another thing was I guess on camera you can't really see it very well, but it is not a smooth paper. It's sort of like a regular kind of book paper. Let's see, I think you can see more of it here. It was printed well, but it was not. Oh my gosh, I just got distracted because there is a beautiful butterfly just flying right past the window. I probably shouldn't show outside. Compared to the Mixam, there are a few differences. I wanted to talk about the differences. The differences is that I was putting this under the imprint of Soma Comics, and there's also duplex printing on this one. I believe I added that to the side of that one. So there are a few differences. If you have the first volume, I wouldn't really go out of my way to go and get the first volume third printing, because there really aren't that many differences besides the size being, slightly bigger. And there just are a few differences with just the arrangement. The paper quality is not amazing. The major reason why I'm going to Ingram or trying to make a first copy on Ingram is primarily because I need distribution. I wanted to put my book on Amazon and other places, and it's just, you can't really do that when you self-publish unless you're selling a ton of copies and you sign up with a distributor. It's easier for bookstores if I contact bookstores, and it's like very easily available and they can get retail copies. Was not really happy about the paper quality, but it is what it is. It's also cheaper. And then there will be a link to the website, which I still have to figure that one out, and I've got to also work on another website on top of Lumic Press, which I guess is a segue into Lumic Press, which is the children's publishing press that I work on. I've been working on for about 2 years now, trying to get some stuff out there. I'm working on a series called The Arledan Prodigy, and then also a comic called Charu. So I'm trying to get more work on those so I can actually have content to put on the Lumic Press website, but for now there's just a lot of, I have like little blog posts of stuff. I have like free origami doll printouts, just stuff that can get my website more views. That is something I was working on too, so that was on top of that, which is Lumic Press. Four Corners is not really children's, it is, older teen, 16 plus. It only gets worse a little bit from after Volume 1. Volume 1 is pretty cool, and then I would say like Volume 2 and 3 gets a little bit more violent, and stuff like that. But all in all, it's not really, it doesn't become like super, super dark, but I wouldn't really go as far as to say I would be comfortable with it being a part of a children's press. So that's why I have Soma Comics, and I also had plans for Soma Comics to do other things with it, to make like more of like an online digital press, which I don't know if I'm gonna go far and do that right now. I think I've got enough on my plate. So I guess I wanted to use this vlog as a very kind of short, under 10-minute video, because I only have 10 minutes of filming right now, of the things that I'm doing. So yeah, Lumic Press. I'll put some videos about that and some of the books that I work on with Lumic Press, which is children's. I started doing children's stuff because when I was selling at events, I struggled to really have all ages comics. I really only had Four Corners and then another zine called Tricky God, which was more like 13 plus. It wasn't really like all ages, so that's what the Arleton Prodigy and Charu are books that are more all ages. Yeah, so that's why I started Lumic Press, to do some kids stuff, and I actually wanted to kind of foray myself into children's for a little bit, and I actually kind of enjoy it. It was a little difficult at first because I had never really written anything children's. Charu, I feel like I could use some work, but I genuinely really like Arleton Prodigy and doing a illustrated novel, which is really fun and cool, and I think the people who have shown interest in it really do enjoy that illustrated novel. It's not really something you see too much. Other than that, I guess some other like weird stuff that I was doing was like last year I started making chapstick for like family and friends, and I was really kind of like, I have a ton of tubes left, and I might be going to another event at the end of the year, and I'm like, what if, for people who aren't interested in comics, and I need like another item to sell, maybe on like my Etsy and stuff, I was like, what if I just make chapstick and just make like promotional chapstick? So that's my next idea. I have a lot of chapstick material now, and it's like simple. It's just like shea butter, cocoa butter, beeswax. I wanted to make a vegan version, and I was gonna put like little flavors in them. So like I'm making like the labels to have like different characters of mine, and then the different flavors will kind of coincide with like the character. I was trying to think of like cool flavor ideas, so I bought some flavor oil. Obviously there will be unflavored chapstick, but yeah, I was like, okay, promotional chapstick, so like, you're gonna be using chapstick for a while, and you're always put like my website and like the comics and stuff on it. And I also do have another review I'm working on. I will probably get that up next month, judging by the time that it's taking. The reviews take way more time than I anticipated. Okay, so that's it for now. So, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye!